Tonight makes the 11th season I've been shooting with Starnes Media. Some of you guys in the Birmingham area are familiar with me. My name's Todd Lester, and I'll be out at the Oak Mountain Pelham game tonight, kicking off my 11th season with Starnes Media, freelancing for them on Friday nights. And so I kind of want to go through, let me adjust that just a little bit. Kind of want to go through what goes to preparation. Number one, it's a little cloudy tonight, so I want to make sure I've got a rain jacket for my camera. Last thing we want is getting our gear wet while we're out there at the football game tonight. It's rather warm tonight, so I try to get plenty of hydration in. Really, the success on Friday night depends on preparation. And so I'm going to go through, I did a gear check earlier. I'm just going to kind of go through and talk about what I look at, what's in my bag. Number one, I always got to have a monopod. I usually keep an extra one in my truck just in case something happens. This one is one that twists. You have some that latch. There's some new hydraulic ones coming out that I'm pretty interested in checking out also. The other thing that I like to do is I wear this harness. So this is going to make it super easy when I'm out there to have all of my gear. It's a little tangled up right now. Let's see what I got going on. There we go. And there's my missing lens cap from last year, I see. Sometimes I lose these and they turn up later. But this harness really, I'll show you how to, it's just going to go over my shoulders like this. And so what's going to do, it's going to allow me to carry a whole lot more gear, right? So when I get this on, I can hang a camera here. I can hang a camera here if I need to. There's another strap. In addition to that, I've got pockets. Usually I put my wallet, keys, garbage bag in case I need to cover something up quickly. Over here, I typically carry an extra lens in that pouch. And then right here, usually I put my water in there. And so this helps me kind of carry the load. You know, by the time I'm running around with a 200, with a 400 millimeter 2.8 and an extra camera here, I'm carrying about, I'd say 15 to 18 pounds in this harness. So again, tonight I'm going out to the Oak Mountain Pelham game in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm just kind of running through my gear here, what I go through. Very important. This is the media pass. Alabama, a lot of the Alabama high schools have made adjustments. Some of them have to kind of keep people off the sidelines. If you are a content creator and you're on the sidelines, just be respectful. Don't step in front of people when they're shooting. And because we're out there, we've got certain shots we've got to get. And it's a real problem when you step in front of someone who's out there getting paid by a publication. So in my bag, what do I have in my bag? Well, number one, this is my Nikon Z9. I really like the Z9, mainly for the focus capabilities. It's fantastic. Picking up subjects, picking up eyes, making it really clear. And my other body is a D5, Nikon D5. Now, what I'll tell you is I actually really like the images that come off of the D5 better than I do the D9. Unless you're doing something in post with like a raw editor. But the D5 is fantastic in low light. I still love this one. It's hard for me to, the only reason I like the Z9 a little bit better is the focus. But the D5 is just fantastic. That's the one usually I'll be carrying strapped to the harness that I just showed you. And so typically I'll have a 70 to 200 on the D5. And so what that means is once we cross really the 40-yard line, I'm going to the back of the end zone where I can get a clear shot. And usually I'm switching over to the D5 with the 70 to 200. Now this is what I really like for all of my main action shots. This is my 400 2.8. And so this lens, particularly coupled with the I'll say it, the D5 body, it just can't be touched, in my opinion. It looks great on the Z9 too, but something about coupling it with the D5 is just fantastic. This is probably about 8 pounds for anybody that's interested. About 8 pounds, so you'll see me out there running around with that. And I'll tell you, anytime if you guys ever go to buy a lens like that, I have never had a problem buying something used that comes with a warranty. Used photo gear, Robert's camera is where I get a lot of my stuff. Some of it I buy new, most of it I buy used, and never had any issues with Roberts. So again, that's kind of the rundown of what I'm taking to the game tonight. I'm actually gonna, if you guys want to tune in a little bit later, I'm actually gonna take you to the game with me until it gets time to shoot. So again, I'm gonna be at the Oak Mountain Pelham game here in, gosh, I guess it's coming up in an hour and a half. Kickoff is at 7. I'm leaving here in just a minute to go ahead and head up to the field. I want to do some pregame shots. It's really important to go ahead and get pregame shots this time of year because you've got sunlight. You know, just in a couple weeks, we'll start losing that sunlight. We'll be showing up at the ball games. It'll be dark. So what I try to do is go ahead and just get all of the. All right, I see some of you guys. Hey, bro. Hi, bro. So good to see you guys. So what I try to do is go ahead and get a couple of highlight shots for all of our underclassmen, because the company that I freelance for does a football preview magazine. A lot of times the underclassmen may not get in a lot of games, and so that way we've got extra shots of them. But again, I try to pepper everybody pretty good this first game. That includes football, band members. It's a little hot tonight. I understand the band is not going to be wearing their uniforms, which kind of takes away from the pageantry, but it is really hot. We've got heat index warnings here in Birmingham, Alabama, and so we're going to just enjoy the music tonight, and the band uniforms will show up later in the season. But again, if you guys want to tune in a little bit later, I'm going to actually take you to the game with me. We'll go through the gate. We'll do all that good stuff. So have a good evening.